Busia for my money now, Crab, high delay updated as a material base as some concerns. Yes, also, the all the latest update. The Ecoso Ghana Biano, a back with Chinchini, a banner that brown house where I don't know could be. Yes, already. Yen fair in chimney and candy or in chairman. Saturday, a easy and one sense semi to say. A baby to you because a voters registration that's where the air coso exercise and that's where coso I say. And one sense same day, ban say ban say, na a and this for. Any agree pa because some dominance from amateur say any illegalities be a cost be any form of rigging be a microphobia are planning some of the beba a year during 2024 elections in the piano on my day so miss no coin. The cyber is speaking in the NPP for a year communicator a mechanism communicator or domano Richard Ahiagbah just on also so NPP ni Kesi pa or say kwa register na no ho sense ma ba say a yen crowform or hono SC na kwan some money register. Oh, more money kwan some money register. Then opeso ye. Just akwya kasa pan yan senketwa. On one chromophone and a stop no. So without waste my time no. A year all the exclusive na batches. Yen could see how I name an koi because NPP back or about one see HHM because on what that constituency. HH star and your money and the equibia. Yen could see some aba afa and Yema Ecoso.
Let's go by the phone line and speak to Honorable Jafar Blagoman, she's Member of Parliament for Ketu South constituency. Thank you very much for your time. Good morning to you.
Good morning, and the name is Ahiagbah Gomashi.
Jacob. Oh, I hope you're fine.
God has been faithful. I'm blessed with the gift of life. How are you?
I am also doing well.
Awesome.
Thank you. Well, there's a video making the rounds from your constituency specifically. Let's start with that and then we'll go to your general assessment of the registration process in your constituency. There's a video making the rounds and it involves the Director of Communications of the New Patriotic Party, Mr. Richard Ahiagbah. I know he does hail from your area. And I know you've seen that video. Have your people explained to you what the challenge is?
Absolutely. First of all, greetings to all the amazing mothers of this country. So, yeah. Was in the constituency when this happened. And it's because in 2020, I had cause to complain that the gentleman you mentioned, Mr. Richard Ahiagbah, had voted in Hima Agodoma. I was physically there to complain that why was his name written in pen in 2020? Why was his name written in pen and he allowed to vote? And the excuses given me on that day at that polling station were not satisfactory. But Richard had left. I spoke with the media that were present that day. I recall vividly that Peace FM was there. And I recall vividly they interviewed me even after I stepped out away from the police center. So then in 2024, the person who has voted in the 2020 election comes to the registration center again in the hope of registering, knowing that I'm not the issue, knowing that I am not the electoral director, Dr. Manibuama, paid for our party. I supported or I told my team to take the challenge form and question his eligibility to register again when his name had been written in pen and he had been allowed to vote. What is going on? This challenge form is a part of the process of action seeds of correcting a wrong, of also proving and understanding that we have a register. There can be posters, it can be genuine questions, as in this case, it was a very genuine concern that we wanted to understand. As I said to you in 2020, I asked, how do I know that Mr. Ahiagbah has not voted in 2-3 places if his name can only be written in 10? So, I want from a woman. And I want a man. I want from a woman. I want me 2020. I have to be sure that it's not repeated in 2024. It is not against him, it is for the system. Are we all not interested in ensuring that there's a credible voters register, the processes that lead to the declaration of a winner in this contest of presidents and members of parliament that is credible? So we did challenge his attempt to register at the issues of his Atoko, which is where the municipal assembly is. So yes, I have seen that video and I'm fully aware of what happened. They threatened us. They indicated that once we challenge Richard Ahiagbah, there'll be challenge after challenge after challenge. And indeed, if you see the records from the first day to the 6th day, which was yesterday, you will see a hike in the number of people who were challenged because we challenged Richard Ahiagbah. But I want to assure Richard Ahiagbah that other people that he's working with, his party agents who have taken this target of challenging everybody that is coming now, will not deter us. The people you are challenging, you want the member to vote for you. My aim is to ensure that your vote with you. So continue challenging our people because you know that it is the stronghold of the NDC. We are resilient, we are poised and ready to make sure the process is free and fair. President John Dramani Mahama is declared winner of the 2024 elections. So no amount of intimidation and challenging of our people is going to derail us. As of the last register, we had over 139,000 people. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama got 86,528 votes. It is my duty to ensure that vote increases. And that does not include pandering to the whims and caprices of the NPP in the constituency. So they should bring the fight on.
A few issues, and thank you very much for confirming that story, because I was just telling my colleagues that I do recall vividly there was an issue over him voting in 2020. But do you recall the basis for which he was allowed to vote, even though clearly, because his name was written there, means his name was not in the register?
Oh, what else can it be than the fact that he belongs to the NPP and his party is in power?
Perhaps he was carrying a valid voter's ID.
Maybe. Who knows? So that's the reason for taking the challenge form. So let him come to the adjudication on the dates that we'll be giving, and we will go and see that yes, indeed, he has a car. Why was he coming to register? Whatever his problem is, we want to know. In fact, he should thank us for assisting him to have a more efficient ways in which we do elections in this country. In which Ahiagbah means well for this country, he will call his people to order and tell them that what the NDC is doing, led by Agumashi, what we are doing is to ensure that we have a very credible, and we take that glory we have on this continent as having a very vibrant and efficient system which they inherited. They should restore that glory. They should tell us that this is what we are doing, so they should assist us to ensure that the ECA is efficient. So if he has a card or he doesn't have a card, when he is called to the adjudication committee, he will make his case, and whatever wrong has been done against him will be corrected. In that process, it happened to a man of his stature. It will ensure that we the ordinary people, the ordinary people like me, who cannot just walk into a polling station and have an information in pen, so we are made to vote. He should be happy that we are cleaning up the system. It shouldn't be against us. If he's doing something against us now because he has a card that we are challenging, how does that help the system? That's vindictiveness. And it is not healthy. If you come from the community, and we the people, your people in the community, we say we don't understand why you voted in 2020 and you have come to register again. Why is that? What he has done will be criminal then. Is that what it is?
From how you sound, you intend to see through, make sure that this adjudication process is concluded.
Oh, absolutely. 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 How, listen, the democratic process is not the forte of any individual. We are all a part of the process to make sure that our country remains the beacon of free, fair elections. The continent. And it is only when we challenge the system as we have done that you can ensure that people who are not known, who are not politically exposed, are also given fair treatment. Look, it's not the NDC that has challenged the over 60 people that were challenged yesterday. It's not the NDC that challenged them.
Over 60 people were challenged yesterday. Over 60?
They told us if we pick the form to challenge Richard Ahiagbah, they will challenge many people the following day. And they did exactly that.
I remember what was the total number of people registered yesterday. If they are doing over 60.
I will forward to you. Sorry.
I was saying that I'm wondering how many people registered yesterday if they are doing over 60 challenges.
I would send you the daily record from the day that the election, the registration started, and then you can look at the trend and what has happened after we challenged Richard Ahiagbah. Wow. Look at it, and then listen to the video that you have, the clips that you have. You will hear them telling us that they will challenge us if we don't allow Richard Ahiagbah to go on.
If that's the case, how are those who are turning up to register feeling about this?
Oh, very distraught. And, in 2020, the votes of the presidential candidate of the NPP went up a little bit. And we all thought, how did that even happen? But thank God it happened. Because of what they are doing, the people are showing us that they too will pay them back at the police station. Because even if it was about 14,000 people that voted for them, which we thought was too high, really. I mean, if you look at the pattern from 1992 to date, then 2020 went up, and it really, personally, it's even annoying me. but but that is what it is. They are saying they should continue punishing them. They will also take them at the police station come when the elections come in December. I mean, what crime have they committed? Just because you communicate. I mean, look, at that level, you are challenged in the process that you should be a part of correcting. Then you go and use your power to and the fact that you can't go and be challenging people left, right, and center. But people are angry with them. And I'll make sure that they understand what we did. It is my duty. I'll make sure they understand what happened. And let's see who will benefit from that.
Considering the impact those challenges might have on those who are turning up to register, subsequent to you then challenging Richard Ahiagbah, do you then think that you shouldn't have done that in the first place? You should have let him go so that at least you have a smooth process?
No.
In the air, Richard Ahiagbah, and I just say, your son, of quantity, I just say, ye Johnny Moan, or because of a source I be registered beam. Na inim adrian etechi because as you speak in the any nationality and our beto judges and crophobia ehu nuje na enoko fine semi braba koswa enya sangetwa isi ankasankasa no NDC for any brain suye pa because omo hwe ni bia ene niam ekobia omo ne say it's against our democracy, it's against our constitution, so omo yamadren say Bebia isi edin any betri biano ombe ahead of AJ Mensan and Crawford. Any be chese baby the my dream some ye biano ombe ahead of them. Omon print Emma Sani money and the ankles. And intina Amasi say Richard Ahiagbah a jeguni chemi pan because candia NPP for a national communicator de the partners our government in the one go see the coins of money register. Now so no Emra obiye no o chen the law intimacy say dey akwa challenge pa koso that consistency anya sanketo NPP ni we national communication officer unimumra unimude die nkwan ya kan go trim die nkwan na koso se papa se sanity adentina opese breach the law aden na wenya say wenya die bi free because you're a year president, our president, Akufo-Addo, and as a more leader or Damano NPP no all say, oh here a peaceful election on a canasimo, or say 2024 we hear peaceful election on pe basa because a year NDC forecast on Kopra ICC a year John Dramani Mahama Fieno, or Babontin can say all those people now modest kana nam krono or munjai na create tension attention den about kum to munjai corporate prefix go inti that means Akufo-Addo he is preaching for peace into on pe basa ebia that means the followers and also our some say den mudina na because also a peaceful election but a peaceful election there eniema go against the democracy and the constitution identity more followers and some yes inti riding there Richard Ahiagbah and I just say all my into Richard Ahiagbah and on one crop for as soon as they say more man quine or more man quine who are you or more quine or more won't be and you might be out into almost stopping our mama and I I'm Trinity and register beam all the reasons in a year and DC MP and narrate all the story I had I share I may who dear course and the air course cyber as you speaking on. Ya tin send be brave o match is a bit my comment section then na ya drop your comment na also I share my own so who there could be and also I go so I prepared ahead of this election. Yes, so the 100% music